Bridget Bartlett here with Vision Marketing and Design, and today we are live inside of our team training where we are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this week we've talked all about Ecwid and how you can use it to build an e-commerce store. And our program, we use HighLevel. So there's many ways, there's many reasons why I chose Ecwid. One, we don't have an e-commerce solution inside of HighLevel yet. Also, you can white label and become a reseller of Ecwid. Also, it's very easy to embed the store into Ecwid, and I talked all about that this week. So if you missed any of the training, definitely go back through my YouTube channel, or you can go to bridgetbartlett.com and you can register for all of my training for free. Okay. So to do this, what we want to do is we want to connect our Ecwid account to Pabbly, and then we're going to send the information to HighLevel. Okay. Now, Ecwid definitely has their own, email, abandoned cart, all of that stuff. But you definitely want to send the contact information to Pabbly or to HighLevel, because that's what's going to allow you to use all of the features like the CRM and texting and, all of those things, right? So let's go ahead and dive into the training. Let me minimize that there. Before I go to Pabbly, I did want to let you know that if you want to sign up for any of the tools I'm talking about here, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com. And between 2:30 and 3 p.m. today, which is basically after this live, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com and you can click here to enter the Zoom room for open office hours. So if you're someone who's like, hey, I don't know if this is the right program for me, or I already have HighLevel, can you help me? Or you're a current member and you can't find something, or you're stuck on something, you can just come here. I'm going to be there. This is the first week we've done this, and it's actually gone over pretty well. So I think we'll definitely continue this. I don't know if I'll extend it or not, but definitely this is your time if you have questions. Okay, I do want to say hello to Maria and Edna. Thank you so much for joining me on YouTube. Okay, so inside of Pabbly, what we want to do, and again, if you don't have a Pabbly account, it's basically a Zapier alternative, but you can actually purchase a lifetime plan on my website, bridgetbartlett.com, which will save you so much money. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create a new workflow here, and I'm going to just say Ecwid test. Okay, or we'll just say, just to make it clear, Ecwid to HighLevel. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and click create. And the first thing I want is Ecwid, right? So I'm going to go ahead and let's go Ecwid. And now we've pulled up the Ecwid app. Okay, so I'm going to just choose Ecwid. Now, this is really cool. You have 3 ways of sending information. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with how Pabbly works or automated systems at all, it's no problem. Even if it seems a little scary to you, it's actually very, very simple and really powerful. If you learn how to use Pabbly or Zapier or something like that, you can basically have any 2 software products talking to each other. Okay, so to make this workflow work, what we're telling Pabbly is, hey, we're going to connect our Ecwid account. Okay. Now, Pabbly, I want you, as soon as one of these things happen, I want you to do something with it. Okay, so that something with it is going to be step 2. Okay, now if we choose a new customer, what this is going to do is every single time someone opts in, okay, and a lot of times they'll opt in to purchase a product and maybe they don't complete the payment, that's considered a new customer. Okay, so if we choose this option, it's going to trigger this workflow every single time a new customer is created. Okay, not necessarily purchased, but a new customer, a new product. So this can actually trigger the automation if every single time a new product is created. Okay, so this would be really helpful if you have maybe a VA and you wanted to create a task for them inside of HighLevel. You could do that here. So maybe every time you add a new product or your VA adds a new product, and this is really how you want to kind of manage your team, right? Let's say that I have 2 VAs and one of them is building my products inside my e-commerce store inside of Ecwid. And I want to create since I manage my business in HighLevel, I want to create a task for another VA so they can create the automated follow-up process, right? You can do that here with the new product trigger, okay? And then you also have the new order trigger, okay? So this is going to be people who have actually made a purchase, okay? So let's go ahead and just say new order here, and we're going to click connect, all right? Now I've already connected my Ecwid account, but if I needed to connect a new one, I could just click there and then do connect with Ecwid, and then it's going to have me log in to my Ecwid account. Okay, now I'm already logged in, so it just logged me in again and then created a new location. Okay, so now what I actually need to do is I need to create an order. Okay, so I should have probably had this pulled up before, but let's just go to the external link. And I'm going to go ahead and get logged into my store here. And we're just going to create like a sample product. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my catalog and my products here. And there is a product here for 0. So let's go ahead. Let's just make it 1 cent. Okay, we're going to just do a live test. Oops, 10 cents. All right, that's good. All right, now I'm going to go back to my actual store here. Hopefully I can get through this payment process without having to expose something. I'm actually not sure if I can do that, but we're going to try. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. Let me find the product that I made 10 cents, and I'm going to buy it from myself. So I'm going to go ahead and click buy now. It's added to my cart here. Actually, 2 of them are, so I'm just going to choose 1. And so if I enter my email in here, so I'm going to go ahead and enter that. Or actually, let's do a different one, just so... So I'm going to enter my email here, and now I need to enter checkout information or use a PayPal account. So I'm going to try to log in here with and make sure that if you're testing that you are not logging in with your business account, okay? You want to make sure that you are logging in with a different PayPal account. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I can just quickly do this without wasting too much of your time here. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Hopefully it doesn't ask me for a security code. That seems to be the way it goes. So log in. Okay, so it is letting me make the purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I've connected my PayPal account, and I'm going to go ahead and pay for this item. Okay, so as soon as I pay, oh, crapola. Here's something that you need to do, okay? You need to do save and send test, okay? So it actually did do that, okay? So usually, especially if you're using like webhooks or something, you have to say retrieve the information, but since it's actually just connected to the main account instead of with a webhook, it just went ahead and did that. Okay, so if you're using webhook for something, just make sure that you click that button to retrieve the info, but we're good to go here. Okay, I thought I messed up and I didn't. Okay, so now we have, we've got the sale, right? We have a customer who purchased the item on our store, and now we need to send it somewhere. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to send that information to HighLevel. And if you're looking up the Zap or the integration for HighLevel, it's actually called Lead Connector. It used to be called HighLevel inside of Pabbly, it was called Lead Connector and Zapier, but they actually just changed it around, which is really cool because if you are an agency owner and you want your sub accounts to have access, to be able to use the integrations in their sub account, you definitely want them to be able to utilize that without risking your brand, right? Because you don't want to say, go ahead and use the HighLevel app because really, I would tell a client, oh, you're using, my vision agency, so you want to go to Lead Connector. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If you're looking for HighLevel, make sure to choose Lead Connector. Okay. Let's see. Ray says, belated hello from Corpus Christi. Hello, Ray. How are you? McCall, are you laughing at me because I messed up? I do that often. Stick around. It'll happen again. Okay, so we pulled in the information here, and now we want to choose an action step, okay? So what I want is every single time I have a new customer, I want them to go to my HighLevel account and I want to create or update a contact. Okay, so really both of them are important because what if they're already a contact? We don't want to create a duplicate contact. So it's actually going to look for the email address, and if it doesn't find it, it's going to create a new one. Okay, but there are many other things that we could do with this. We could create an opportunity, create an appointment, create a location, a task. We could create a user, create a custom value. Any of these things we could do inside of our HighLevel account from the information we gathered from Ecwid. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go to create and update a contact. Okay, and then I'm going to click connect here, and same thing. You will need to add your connection here, and you'll have to add your API. The API is in the settings tab. There, you can also reach out to support if you can't find your API, or just Google where do I find HighLevel API. I wish I could show you, but I can't while I'm live. Okay, I'll expose some info. All right, so I am connected to my Vision Agency sub account, so I'm going to go ahead and click save. Okay, so now what it's going to do is it's giving me this map basically, and it's asking me, okay, we're pulling in information here from Ecwid when you have a new order. Here's the information that Ecwid gave us when we did the test. Now we're going to send it to Lead Connector, but what do you want to do with that information? Okay, so let's look and let's see what information we actually gathered here. Okay, so it looks like we don't have a first name. There are other steps that you could take to gather the first name, and I will probably do a training on that at a different time. But this is in this option here, we really have only gathered the email address, okay, which is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the email address, and we're going to choose here for Ecwid new order. Okay, so we're going to map this out, and we're looking at all the information that we've gathered from Ecwid, and what we're going to do is look for the area that has the email address or the information that we want to go in the email field. Okay, so I'm looking in here and looking in here, and where is it? There we go. Okay, so lo and behold, it's in the email area. Okay, so when Ecwid pulls in this information, whatever information is in this field, it's going to add to the email field within HighLevel. Okay, so that's really all that we need to do, but you probably want to add a tag. Okay, so when you add tags here, and it says right here, enter tags in double quotes with comma separated values. Okay, all that means is that you just need to do a quotation. Okay, and then you can do something that lets you know when this customer or this contact comes into your HighLevel account, that you know where it came from. Okay, so I would do like Ecwid. At first I would spell it right. Ecwid customer. Okay, so now what's going to happen is every single time I have a new order, it's going to go to HighLevel. It's going to either update the contact. If I already have a contact with this email address, it's going to update that with this tag. If I don't have a contact with this email address, it's going to create one, and then it's going to add this tag here. Okay, so that's all I really need to do to add the tag. Okay, so then when I'm done here, and of course there's lots of other things, and you see that it pulls in all of my custom values and all of that. So when I'm done here, I can do save and send test request, and then it goes and it tells me basically that it all worked and it went right to my HighLevel account. Okay, so if I log in to my HighLevel account, then I will have a contact with this email address, and then it will have this tag. Okay, so that is the very basic way. And of course, since you can use these integrations, you can really build out some very complex things. You could add, new tags and products and all of that, and really, honestly, to make it more simple, I would utilize the Ecwid system here in the, let me see if I can find it, where your emails are. Okay, so the email marketing aspect, okay, because it's all integrated, and there are times when you need to decide in your business: do I need to upgrade and then put my make things simpler with more money, or do I want to have everything integrated in the system? That's really like a business idea or a business solution that you need to decide, because all of us have different businesses. Okay, so if it's easier for you to just let Ecwid handle all of the abandoned carts and all of that stuff, then definitely use Ecwid. If not, or that aspect of it, okay? If not, you can easily just use Pabbly and then move that data over into your CRM, okay? If you want to go ahead and try Ecwid, you can create a free store. Go to bridgetbartlett.com. And let's see, in just about 15 minutes, I'm going to be in the open office hours. So if you guys have any questions, I will see you all there. Thank you so much for your time. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.